Whoops. Hey guys. So finally got some time to get back into some painting after working on a bunch of other stuff here the last few days. So got the JRX2 I started. I'm just gonna start plugging away at that, see if anything comes up. I'll try to keep it to what needs to be talked about. So, anyways, I did get going on it, and the first thing I do is start with some of the smallest details. So if you have small lines or some graphic or something on yours, what I'm gonna and I already sprayed a coat, but I pulled all these little portions of mask that were the teeth on the skull. So that's where I'm starting. Okay, so I'm gonna spray some on there, and then move on to the next thing. Okay. So I'm at about 10 pounds right now. I just dribbled a few little drops into the white because it won't take much. And I'm gonna run a little bit through the gun, make sure it's working. And just go ahead and, all right, I got a little bit of an issue here. All right, so right off the bat, might have a little chunk in there. Let's see. Yeah, so right off the bat, I got a little bit of an issue. I'm gonna turn up the pressure a little bit. See if I can blow it through there. There we go. So I was a little bit low. Now I'm just gonna go back down. It's actually very light. Hit it with the hair dryer. I've done a couple of coats already, so I'm just gonna throw one more on there. And that should be fine for that, okay? Okay, so right off the bat, I haven't airbrushed in a couple of days. I had a little bit of a problem. I was a little clogged. So I used my water rinse, swished out the brush, used my little artist brush, okay? Cleaned out the bowl, and now I just ran a little bit of the lacquer thinner through. So I'm gonna put just a couple more drops in there. Run that through there. Okay, till it's gone. Now I'm going to, because I know I had a problem, I'm gonna disassemble, okay? So one thing you wanna be careful of is you don't lose the little nut on the end there. I accidentally took that off all the way. It doesn't look bad. I don't even feel a little ridge or anything on there, so I probably got it with the lacquer thinner. And then I'm just going to inspect the fluid nozzle. And it may have pushed out a little bit of a chunk, and then very lightly reset. Okay, so I'm going to run a couple drops of water through there and then move on. All right, that's spraying good now. All right, so right off the bat, that's probably what you're going to run into. Don't get frustrated by that. Just get through it. It only takes a minute. Oh my. Okay, so at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be painting with black next, and I'm going to do a lot of the fine details on the skull area, a lot of the outlines, backer, little lines and detail lines and stuff. So I'm going to pull all that stuff out real quick. Okay, so it's not it's close. I pulled all the detail lines out of the skull and bones, and then there's this last little portion here. So I'm using the tip of my X-Acto knife to, loosen up those little lines, and then you got the knife right in your hand as you're going along if you need to adjust a little cut or something. So now what's left is this really tricky little part right here. And so I go to my tweezers, and I'll try to pull away from, I'm sorry about that, from the areas where the mask is still kind of attached, like right up here. So if I'm pulling down and away from where I want the mask to stay, I can be pretty sure that that mask is gonna stay up on that skull area there. You see that? Okay, so now I accidentally just started to pull part of that jaw there. All right, I just recognized that, and I let go of it. Now, if you pull up something and it was this little piece right here, it'll normally kind of go right back to where it was. And this is difficult for me because in order to get this view, I have to shut my lights off that I'm working with, because the light is just so much better for you guys there. So anyways, all that is gonna get, a coat of black right now. I'm still deciding, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put eyeballs on this skull. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you real quick how I make a little round circle. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I was dorking around with some different ways to do some little circles. And I thought, I'll try this. And this was a couple weeks ago. So I got three layers of our orange rim blue 3M. Really like that one for RC. Just put that on the tire punch area there. Click it. Okay, I can save that, and what I'll actually do is do another one. And then I'll just, grab that out of there. And I have a really nice, proportionate, really round eyeball. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the other side. Okay, so after farting around with that and getting in there, I decide it's really too small. Okay, I'm gonna use that technique for the pupil when I get to it. But what I'm gonna do now is just make a little round dot the size I want on to a few layers of blue tape. So I just kind of get it close to round, and now I'll just get as round as I can with the X-Acto knife. Go from there.